I'm going to show you how to create a sales invoice in Xero. You can do this in a couple of different ways. So I'm going to start by going to Business and Invoices. And from here, you choose New Invoice. This will bring you up a invoice template, and you start by selecting your customer that you want to invoice, and it will bring up any settings that you've got for this customer. Issue date will usually be today's date, but if you want to backdate this invoice, you can select whatever invoice is applicable. If you have some payment settings set up in the invoice settings, then they will populate a due date here. That could be, say, 30 days from issue date. We haven't got anything set up, so we would just select a payment date of, say, a week's time. The invoice number will automatically populate here in the sequence that you have decided. If you've got, say, a PO number or any other reference, you can enter it in this field and it will show up on the invoice. In your invoice settings, you can create different templates. So you might have different templates for different projects, or and they will show up on here. So you select whichever is applicable for this customer. You might have some online payment options. If you do, they will appear on here and they will show on the invoice in which way they can pay you. This invoice will be shown in British pounds. If you are set up for other currencies, they will show in this drop down here. So you select whatever is applicable. In the body of the invoice, if you've got any items set up, say if you are selling products, you might have your stock showing here, so you can click whatever it is that you're selling to this customer and it will automatically populate here. You might have sold 2 of this item and it will pre-populate here. Alternatively, you can just add whatever it is that you have sold, say 3 hours at £40. You are also able to add a discount. So you might want to add £100 discount, and you can see down here that it will take off £100. If you are offering discounts in percentage, then you will just add the percentage sign afterwards, and instead the discount will show up as a percentage. Here you select the right sales code, so it might be that you've got different sales codes for your sales. So make sure that you select the correct account. Also, if you are VAT registered, make sure that you select the correct VAT code, and it will automatically be calculated here. This invoice will now show the VAT calculated. Here you can choose whether you want the VAT inclusive or VAT exclusive, and you will see the difference down here. Once you are happy that you've added all the products that you are selling, you can go up here and preview your invoice. This will show up. You'll see the template that you selected. If you are not happy with this, you can go to invoice settings. This will create a new pop-up window, and you can go in and you can amend the settings of your invoice. If you are happy, you can either download a PDF if you need to save that, or you can decide to move forward. You can either save this invoice or you can save it and submit for approval. If you've got a different level within the company that reviews and approves invoices, that's what you would select. You can then either approve the invoice or approve and add another one, which will take you to a new template to set up another invoice. So make sure that you click whatever is needed here. I'm going to choose to approve this invoice. And here you will see the approved invoice. If you realize that you have missed something, you want to change something, you go up to here and you can edit, or you can choose to email the invoice to your customer. It will take you to this page where you can add all the details and send the email off. To show where your invoice has now been approved, if you go back to business, it will now be showing in awaiting payments. That's your invoice, ready to be sent off to your customer. If you had only saved your invoice, it will show in here where you can go back into it and edit and then either submit for approval or approve it to go to awaiting payments. If you're submitting for another person in the company to approve, it will appear under awaiting approval for them to review. And that is how you set up an invoice in Xero. Another way of creating an invoice is by going to Contacts, select your customers, find the customer that you want to invoice, and go to New and select Sales Invoice. And it will take you to the same page again, and you can start creating your invoice from there. And that is how you create an invoice on Xero. If there are any other topics that you'd like us to cover or do a video on, please leave a comment below and we will help you with that.